Millions of viewers were still mid-Saturday night scroll when Colin Jost fixed his gaze on the SNL camera and deadpanned that a new UK-US trade deal would work only if America agreed to keep these two, then flashed a photo of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The studio roared, Twitter detonated, and within an hour, #keep. These two was a worldwide trend. It looked like just another weekend update zinger, yet the punchline cracked open a conversation that had been brewing in Reddit threads, in YouTube comment sections, and on late-night stages for years. Had the Sussex fairy tale quietly curdled into a cautionary tale of brand management gone wrong? And that right there is where our story begins, because jokes go viral. But the fallout travels even faster. The episode aired on Mother's Day weekend, May 10th, 2025, a timing that felt almost surgical. Jost's line about Britain demanding America take custody of the runaway royals landed to thunderous applause. By sunrise, every reaction channel worth a thumbnail had dissected the 5-second gag frame by frame. Analysts pointed out how perfectly it distilled a sentiment many hadn't voiced aloud: frustration that the couple who stepped back for privacy seemed permanently fixed in the spotlight. Tabloids loved it. Memes multiplied. Even outlets normally sympathetic to the Sussexes couldn't help replaying the joke on loop. Yet what really poured gasoline on that spark was the couple's own online silence. 24 hours later, Meghan posted a sweet Mother's Day photo with Archie and Lilibet, but said nothing about SNL. Commentators read the omission as either restraint or, less charitably, proof the quip had scored a direct hit. Meanwhile, digital sleuths were about to serve the next course. But the punchline was only the match. Years of leaked fuel were waiting to ignite. By Monday, Reddit's Archie Saint Meghan Markle lit up with a grainy 2010-era yacht picture. A woman uncannily Markle-esque, reclining in designer shades, champagne flute in hand, amid wealthy socialites off the Amalfi Coast. No watermark, no caption, just questions. Users cross-referenced guest lists, facial recognition tools, and old suits wrap party candids. Threads suggested this was Meghan during her networking summers, insinuating she'd mapped a path toward ultra-elite circles long before meeting Harry. Rumors, emphasis on rumors, claimed NDAs kept the identities of certain yacht hosts quiet. None of it proved wrongdoing, but it did challenge the Cinderella narrative. What fanned the fire was the Duchess's legal track record. She'd once sued over a single-page tabloid letter, yet now kept radio silent as yacht photos ricocheted across X. To skeptics, that silence felt strategic. To supporters, dignified. Either way, comedians sensed fresh chum in the water, which is exactly when comedy's apex predators circled. Stand-ups, always allergic to over-curated images, pounced. Chris Rock revisited Meghan's infamous Oprah allegation, they wanted to know how brown the baby would be, and twisted it into a bit about universal family nosiness. Audiences howled. The animated world was even harsher. South Park's February 2023 episode, The Worldwide Privacy Tour, depicted cartoon avatars of the couple yelling, "We want privacy," through megaphones aboard a private jet. Viewers watched in record numbers. Legal threats never materialized. The joke stuck. By October 2024, Family Guy joined the pile-on, lambasting the pair for millions from Netflix for no one knows what. The cutaway gag showed cartoon Harry rattling a tin cup while Meghan calculated streaming profits on her phone. Lazy, greedy, clueless. Critics called it savage, fans called it accurate. The clip racked up 8-digit views in days. And when Britain's rebooted puppet show Spitting Image returned in July 2025, its grotesque Harry marveled at having no discernible talent beyond podcasting. Satire had moved from once-in-a-while roast to serialized dunking, but punchlines can sting only if real-world headlines keep them alive. 2 weeks before the SNL roast, the UK Court of Appeal rejected Harry's final bid for taxpayer-funded police protection. He called the decision devastating. Tabloids called it inevitable. Legal analysts noted the ruling painted Harry as a private citizen abroad who still wanted royal perks at home. Days later, Page Six ran a bombshell. Senior Palisades allegedly agreed they simply can't trust him, or Meghan. The piece quoted insiders fretting about leaked family texts, Netflix confessionals, and Harry's BBC speculation on King Charles's health. Trust, they said, was broken beyond repair. Public sympathies shifted. If Harry was locked out because he'd monetized royal secrets, why should British taxpayers foot his security bill? The juxtaposition, court defeat plus loyalty deficit, reinforced the self-inflicted exile storyline. And while Harry fought the courts, Meghan chased a different kind of spotlight. In late April, Meghan beamed on the Jamie Kern-Lima show, calling Harry her Super Mario Dragon Slayer and praising his unwavering support. Viewers loved the marital gushing, until a week later NBC confirmed its Suits spin-off would film in Los Angeles without Rachel Zane. Reports claimed Meghan declined a cameo. Industry gossip said producers begged her to boost ratings. Fans of the original series cried bad karma, arguing she'd forgotten the show that birthed her fame. Simultaneously, Meghan's lifestyle venture, think artisanal jams, monogrammed linens, and a 7-figure Netflix home renovation special, hit the press. Critics saw a pivot from inspirational to transactional. Even neutral outlets suggested brand fatigue, too many projects, not enough authenticity. Yet the louder the rollouts, the quieter another story became. Digital forensics TikTokers noticed odd patterns. Entire Instagram rows gone, decade-old blog posts wiped, former stylish shoutouts mysteriously deleted. Word of NDAs floated, unverified, but the timing felt suspicious. Why erase harmless party pics unless they contradicted a carefully edited origin story? Each vanish cue triggered new threads mapping what disappeared, when, and why. Meanwhile, Meghan, once fierce about protecting her truth, offered zero rebuttal. No medium-length statement, no misinformation IG reel, not even a lawyer's note. Silence, commentators argued, isn't neutral when you've staked your reputation on transparency, it's fuel. Patterns, not proof, were now shaping perception. On its own, a Yacht snapshot proves nothing. A cartoon joke? Harmless. A deleted post? Maybe housekeeping. But line them up. Yacht rumors, disappearing receipts, privacy tour parodies, court failures, spin-off snubs, and you get a mosaic more damaging than any single scandal. Media scholars call it the credibility gap, a widening space between a public figure's scripted image and the messy, conflicting data points the internet uncovers. Every brand misstep widened that gap. Every unanswered question deepened it. Royal commentators now cite Harry and Meghan as a case study in 21st century publicity. When your narrative hinges on honesty, curating too hard can read as fakery. And once the crowd smells curation, empathy dissolves. Jokes land harder, memes sharpen. Which leaves one last question. When Colin Jost cracked his throwaway line, he didn't just roast a royal couple, he spotlighted a truth the digital age keeps proving. You can't fully script your legend once millions of strangers hold receipts, screenshots, and a sense of collective authorship. So, did Harry and Meghan lose control of their story, or did they never really have it? Is the silence strategic dignity or self-inflicted PR damage? Those answers may never arrive in a press release, but they will keep unfolding, in Reddit deep dives, on late-night stages, and in every future meme, because a narrative this big no longer belongs to its protagonists alone. Scroll the receipts, weigh the hush, decide for yourself whether the crown still fits, or whether it was always just another polished spotlight waiting to flicker. Smash that subscribe button to make sure to not miss any daily upload on other celebrity gossip.